Yeah.
All right, get ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am
for another
so
exciting episode. Here we go. Get ready for another exciting. Hello and welcome.
Okay. Ready and
Hello and welcome to yet another in the continuing saga and series of exciting things happening on Living Well Together.
Big life in a small town.
That was painful.
I know. Why is it so painful? We just had such a nice getaway.
I
thought you were going to be so jazzed up.
Now I'm ready for it. Yes, I am jazzed up. Thank you for bringing that up to me.
Yeah. Do you remember what you have to do, like, to get your energy up?
No, yeah, I'll drink this coffee.
No, does that really work for you?
No, I just like it.
I know.
Just like it.
Yeah.
A little mid-afternoon cuppa.
Yeah, actually, I've started drinking coffee in the afternoon instead of the morning. It is made my stomach feel better.
Oh.
Like the acidity in the coffee. Really, I mean, I really should do what I recommend for my clients to do, and that's eat protein before you have coffee. But sometimes I don't do that every time.
Because it's way easier to tell people what to do than it is to do what we tell people
Absolutely,
to do.
1,000%.
Yeah, I'm a good giver of advice, not always a good taker of advice.
But we do so well when we take our own advice.
Well, we do so well, but my blood work says even when I goof off, I'm doing okay.
I talked to Kathy.
I don't care.
We'll cover that in the testosterone
Keep it to
episode.
yourself. How about that?
Yeah, no, we definitely need to go get our physicals done so you can have a conversation.
Yada, yada,
She's got
yada.
some fun little tweaks.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we just got home. We had to hustle back.
This was so fun. So you went up to visit a practice.
Visit a buddy of mine who does some similar work.
Right. And he's in Aurora Stowe.
But we really went up just to kind of stay where we were going to stay. And then while we were there, I was actually able to pop over for a visit.
I know. That's so awesome. So the last time we were there was in 2016.
9 years ago.
And we had gone up there because you were meeting with a tailor from Singapore?
Hong Kong. Bangkok, Thailand, somewhere.
Sri Lanka. I know we couldn't quite remember.
He's not from around
His
here.
name's Prince, though. And if you need a really nice suit tailored to you, pants, shirts, ties, all the things, he does amazing work. And you still
mostly still fit.
9
years
well, that was
later.
9 years. Yeah, 9 years ago. So we were up there then, and we found this little gem of a place.
Inn Walden. They should.
Inn Walden, INN Walden, WALDEN. Their website is yourwalden.com.
Okay.
They were setting up for a wedding, and it was so sweet. And when we left this morning, the bride and her bridesmaids were there in their little room with pictures and getting ready for their big day. I was so happy for them. I love weddings; they're so amazing.
I know you do.
But
we
so
just got
you
to
guys,
stay.
Yeah.
I mean, the inn itself. And my feeling is you got to sleep somewhere, right? If you're going to be out of town, you got to find a place to sleep. You could sleep at the Ramada or the Marriott or the Drury. I mean, there's always places you can sleep.
Absolutely.
And some are better than others, obviously. But Lisa is really good at finding these little uniquey, boutiquey, kind of out of the way with wonderfulness places that we can stay when we're on the road.
And to me, like a boutique hotel isn't just a place to stay. They are so intentional about every detail of the stay. Yeah, it's very service oriented usually. So one of the things at Inn Walden is at 5:00, they deliver these beautiful cheese plates on cold slate. And it was 3 different kinds of cheeses and some other
some meat.
A little bit of meat.
Crackers.
Yep. It looked like homemade crackers.
Yeah.
And that was just such a special little treat. And then
while you're at dinner, they come in and turn down your bed and light some candles and bring you chocolates.
And a bottle of wine or champagne. They bought wine one night, champagne the next night.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, we had a nice little surprise. You had come in from working out and they had delivered a little basket of
little
muffins.
Yeah.
And so that, I mean, it's just those kind of things that it's like, you just don't want to leave.
Yeah, I could have stayed for
like,
couple of more nights. I'm sure of it. The room was beautiful. The setting is beautiful. I don't know. It's like I said, we could have just stayed at a Marriott, I suppose. But that wasn't the purpose of the getaway. We just wanted a little getaway.
And the leaves were starting to turn up there already. So
about 3 hours or so north of us.
Yeah. And they have a spa there, Spa Walden. And so that was really special too. I went and had a massage and just super relaxing. The spa rooms are just really top of the line. They had all the things. You have a steam room, you have the whirlpool jets, then they have a whole counter where you can, if you're not staying on property, you can come in, do your spa day, and they have everything that you need to leave and look like you're all put together again. So really special. And then you can go and hang out, and they have teas and coffees and little dried fruit and crackers.
It's a relaxation space after your body care.
Yeah.
It's just fun to find. Yeah. And again, you're really good at finding those unique experiences. It's not just a place to drop your luggage and crash for the night. It's a place where you can actually stay and experience it.
And really relax. Yeah.
The meal was great. We met with some friends last night and had dinner at their restaurant and got to know some new friends, actually. Met some new people. Yeah.
So, for me, it was Jeff and Amy, the chiropractors up there, and then Curtis and Catherine.
Right.
It was fun to meet. And you golfed with them.
Yeah, we went and chased a golf ball. Well, you were having a spa experience. Yeah. We were having a different experience on the golf course.
Having lunch.
But just fun, just good fellowship and camaraderie and hanging out. Nice way to spend a couple of days.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and not so far that we couldn't just get away, you know? And that was nice. But we have some other little places that we love. Glenlaurel is someplace that we go to
down in the Hocking Hills of southeastern Ohio. It's a Scottish country inn. Yeah. And again, kind of the same thing where they kind of treat you and make sure your experience is good.
Scottish shortbreads in there.
Everything is done in Scottish tradition. Yeah. They'll call you to dinner with bagpipes and there's a cocktail hour before your evening meal, which is a 6 or 7 course experience.
Right, exactly.
And you can stay in the manor house, or you can get a little cottage just for 2 and out on the property. There's a beautiful gorge and a hiking trail. And again, just the attention to detail. Like there's a place card with your name on it when you get there.
Exactly, with the menu on the inside.
Call you by name. I mean, it's just a neat little experience. They have a little golf
course there too. What's that golf course?
It's a Scottish, I don't remember. It's a Scottish links style thing, but it's not like playing regular golf.
The golf balls are bigger and they're heavier or something? Or
they don't fly as far by design, and then you're playing with a hickory shafted club, an antique club. And
that they have there. It's not like
you don't bring your own golf gear. No, this is not a wear your ping hat experience. This is, and again, it's on the hillside, so it's it's not a manicured course like we'd see
even 9
today.
holes.
I don't remember. It's 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But and it's a walk. It's not a ride. And you're on the hillside and in the countryside, and just a neat experience.
It is, and we've been going there for a really long time. I think we've stayed there now 20 times, something like that.
They tell you when you check in.
They do, and actually they seat you in the dining room according to
seniority.
Yeah. So we're usually not the first one.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that we've seen through the years that have been there a billion times.
They still beat us. It's kind of funny.
Competitive thing, but it's.
And then they serve you breakfast in the morning, and their breakfast is so delicious. Yeah. And they start with porridge, and they put on brown sugar and heavy cream around it, so it's just decadent. It really is.
Porridge is really also known as oatmeal, right? You know that, right?
Well, I do know that, but the way it is, maybe it's the way it's prepared.
It's porridge in a Scottish setting. It's oatmeal for the rest of us.
Well, the way they serve it is different. I think it's a little bit thicker, so it makes it almost like a mound of ice cream.
As much. Yes, it comes out like an ice cream scoop.
It's still oats, cream over but it is different. Yeah. It's a different experience. So if you want to be particular about that, but he's in one of those moods, you guys. Just bear with us.
It's oatmeal. What else have we enjoyed that way?
Hotel Covington is really, I feel like that is been kind of right up there too. Yeah. Situation. And then we stayed with Dennis and Melissa. Now I can't remember.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Right over the river. Like we took a ferry across where you drive your car onto the Ohio River and the ferry guy drives you to the other side and you just come right out into this little town. Augusta, I think, is the name of the town.
Yeah, I think it is. And then I think it was the Augusta Inn.
Augusta House or something
Augusta
like
House,
that.
yeah.
Again,
and so that was really
could you stay at a regular Holiday Inn Express? You could somewhere down there, I'm sure. But to find these little out of the way spots and just enjoy a unique experience.
Gems,
And they don't cost that much more. I mean, they're not. It's not less. Certainly, you're going to pay for the experience.
I feel like if you kind of cost out the food and all the little extras, I feel like it would be about the same. Because when you think about,
that might be a stretch.
Okay, it's true. Because if you were staying at like the Drury Inn or the Red Roof Inn,
this will not be.
Yes, no, it's not. But if you were looking at
for a special experience, it's not like we stay this way, every week. It's not
every week.
But when we travel, we like to make it more about the experience than just whatever we're there for, the destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience.
Well, and these places like Blackberry Farm that's more of a destination.
100%.
But that also, if you guys ever get a chance, I think you probably have to book a year out to stay there.
Yep.
But check
Greenbrier.
out their website. Not the Greenbrier as much as Blackberry, though. The Greenbrier, I would. That was such a disappointment.
Experience. I mean, it's not. It's certainly not the Holiday Inn
I
Express.
did. You know what I loved the most about the Greenbrier was the falconry. I love that. That was so fun.
Yeah. Again, not something you do every week, but something to do for sure to check off your bucket list or whatever. And the tour, that was where the vault or the, what do they call that? The bunker.
Yeah.
It's a bunker where the president and Congress were supposed to go back in the 50s. They built this bunker as under this hotel, and 1,200 people could live there for like 90 days. Yeah. Had its own fresh air supply, its own water supply, food storage. And so this is supposedly where, our elected officials would go should there be some kind of nuclear event or some kind of catastrophic event.
And then it got leaked out.
It was supposed to be a big fat secret, and then somebody blabbed it. And so
but think about all the people that were involved in building it. How do you keep that many people hushed up? I mean, it would be hard. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
for sure.
Fascinating. But just fun things, just unique opportunities, really, if you can just poke around a little bit and make it kind of special.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, I don't know. And we kind of try to look at that. Like, I feel like the way you do your business here, Living Well Spine Center, to me is like a boutique wellness center.
It is an experience. We do try to make it an experience for the people that we take care of. Yeah, it's not your run-of-the-mill. And we hear that every day. This is not your run-of-the-mill chiro experience, for
exactly.
sure.
Because you have your resting room. So once, if a patient wants to get adjusted and then hang out here.
If they drove 3 or 4 hours to get here, we're not going to put them right back behind the wheel on the way out. They're going to rest and relax for a little bit.
So just thinking things through with the kind of water that you have for patients and the organic fruit or foods that you have out, just thinking about those types of things.
It's just consistent, really. It's just consistent with the other things we do most of the time.
Yeah.
With our lifestyle management, it's about making it as good as we can make it and being as healthful about it as we can. Not always, not perfect, but healthful, where we can make I would rather have water that I know has been filtered than drink it out of something that hasn't.
Exactly. I think it's because these are the things that are important to us, and we want to make sure that we're sharing those things. Like, why would we drink that kind of water and then have every person that comes in here drink something that's less than the best?
I think if everybody knew that their tap water was polluted with, dozens of different kinds of drugs and pesticides, and so municipal water is not probably going to be the safest source of what's healthful.
Right. Exactly.
So filtering the water is a good idea. Making sure your food's as clean as you can get it is a good idea. Not that you could be perfect every time. It's not about that, but it is about making better choices when they're available, for sure. And again, sometimes that comes at a premium. It's not going to be a bargain basement experience depending on your desired outcome. I think a lot of times too, people will look at what something costs, not what something is valued at. So part of these experiences that we enjoy, the value comes from just enriching our lives, kind of nourishing your soul, not just nourishing your gut, and not just bed to sleep on. And you can do that anywhere, anytime, any place. But every now and again, it's kind of nice to upgrade your life a little bit and experience it and know that it's available.
Yeah.
And then share those experiences with people where you can.
Right. Exactly.
And you meet other people who are on the same course.
Yeah.
It's kind of a like-minded bit of people sometimes when you, and we had the pleasure of that just last night, just meeting some new people.
Yes, that was so good. But even the team there that they have running Inn Walden, every single one of them is there because they really love the place and they're very proud of the place that they work, and you can feel that.
It seems like the employer, the place itself, is congruent with their employees.
Yes, they were all smiling. They didn't feel like they had to be there.
Right.
You know, sometimes you see that at the front desk. I mean, that's kind of part of their thing, but not across all levels.
Everybody from the people who clean your room to the people who do the laundry
So
to the
pleasant.
people who bring the food.
Yeah.
It's just, they're consistent with their service and congruent with their message.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, we're always looking for other places of business, like Crunchi being a boutique direct selling company. That was one of the things that attracted me the most
not Maybelline.
to Crunchi. Throughout your career as a chiropractor, think of how many people would come in here and ask you to be part of their MLM.
Their direct sales or their
So
multi-level or
many.
you got to build a team and you got to build a revenue source and you got to, it's a kind of pyramidal structure.
Yeah.
Which isn't good or bad.
Well, and pyramidal is kind of funny because when you think about, you know, when they call it a pyramid scheme, really the pyramid scheme is really traditional corporate America. They have one CEO,
nobody's,
you know, and everybody else leads up to that. You know, it's really the reverse.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I always see it that way. I'm excited though, because we've had quite a few new advocates join our team, even though that's not necessary because we're doing a promo right now till the end of the month. They can join for half off, and we have some extra little goodies for them if they decide to join too.
And that's another thing that's congruent with lifestyle choices.
Right.
You know, when you look at the toxicity that comes from just regularly commercially created skincare or makeup or personal care products, it's there's good, there's better, and there's best. We've talked about this before.
Absolutely.
But when you're talking about things that go on or your skin, you need to know that they go in your system, and if it's disrupting the way your normal body chemistry behaves, then it's going to change your health in lots of different ways.
It will. And when Lily introduced this to me in 2017, I was at the point in my nutritional consulting that I was working with clients and we were doing all of the things, adding in all of the things, and even doing detoxes and purifications. But we weren't looking at the environmental part of it as deeply. You know, it's very surface level. And as I dove into that, it's like, this is something that is so important. And even just from my own experience, you know, for me to have had 2 years of hot flashes, night sweat, mood. Did I have mood issues?
No,
mood
you've always
instability?
been just as pleasant a person as I could ever imagine.
But all of the true menopausal symptoms. And then, and I was loyal to my department store makeup.
Right.
And then as soon as I switched over, 2 weeks later, all those menopausal symptoms went away. So I knew there was something to that. And I knew that this was something I needed to introduce to my clients that I was working with for their nutrition. And then they started seeing changes too. Yeah. Because when we take out the things that are creating those disruptions, like we can be adding things all day long, but there's still that body burden that happens because of candles that we're smelling that have fragrance and
that fragrance stuff, and Glade
Febreze, Glade plugins. Those are such big issues. But there's fragrance in makeup too.
Is usually going to be a no.
Yeah. But then they also have, you know, a lot of them still have parabens. A lot of them still have talc, which are 100% tied to ovarian cancer. Yeah. And, you know, so just being able to introduce it and know, you know, I do have so much pride in Crunchi because they are looking at things that we look at.
Right.
They package in glass. You know, they're not putting in those plastics, which also now is such a big deal that people are finally learning about.
Right.
So that, I don't know. I love it. And I love that we can do this every couple of twice a year, I think we usually do an enrollment offer where it's just half off, and then all these little extras that you
So
can
if
do
I'm
along the
a
way.
Crunchi advocate, do I got to stock a big basement full of product that I then peddle on the streets?
No, this is not that tight. It's just that's part of the boutique direct selling thing. Okay. No, you do not. You're not obligated to purchase personally ever. And you do not have to grow a team. Like, it can be something that you use just for the discount. It could be something that you just share with your mom and your sister, and you guys just enjoy the products yourselves. But if you want to, when your friends start being like, hey, your skin looks great, what are you doing? Yeah. And then you're just sharing here and there. And then if you have other people that are like, they want that opportunity, they'd like to have a little bit of extra income and still be home with their babies. Or they're empty nesters and are looking for a new group of friends. And, I can't say enough good things about the women that I work with. They're amazing, from all ages. I'm one of the more mature ones, but all ages, 18 and above. That I think that's what that's a requirement.
They used to call her Mama Lisa.
I know, yeah. Sometimes they still do.
And you did put an extraordinary amount of energy into getting your business up and running, and it has been rewarding.
For sure. Oh,
not
so
just
rewarding.
just economically. It is very satisfying economically. But when you look at the relationships that you've built and the friends that you've created in the circle of influence, and then you know that the ripple effect off of that is better health for the people who connect. It's how
for
many
advocates
years?
since 2017.
17.
Yeah. And then, so and being able to love on my clients too. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. And they're actually doing all these things are layered on for Crunchi right now, but there's a 20% off, over $100, for our loyalty members too, which anybody can be a loyalty member for free.
Well, and it's also like, I hate to say this out loud, but we're actually coming into the gift giving season.
Oh, I know. I've already gotten a taste of what's coming. It's going to be so fun.
So to introduce yourself to something that's better, and then be able to introduce it as a gift in the holiday season might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. And let people know that it's still high performing makeup. It's not like the makeup that we used to get for the girls and I at the health food store, because that was the only way that you could get things without all the junk in it that would just kind of like melt off of your face. Like, so expensive for one thing, and then it just did not work. But I love seeing how it's been life-changing for my nutrition and functional wellness clients, and being able to, when I say, you really should change your makeup, they're so excited about that.
And that's hard
it's
because
fun.
I see people every day who really should change their makeup.
Yeah.
For what's considered beautification products are not always beautifying.
Right, I know.
And some gals don't know how to apply it very well, or they don't know how to match it or mix it very well. And you'll see their face is 4 times darker than the rest of them, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So
we do shade matching for free.
I was going to say, having somebody help, you're basically creating a boutique experience for not just your customers, but you're introducing them to a boutique business opportunity as well.
For sure.
So I guess like to put a big red bow on this particular episode, I think that it's smart every once in a while to just step back from your normal daily routine. If you've got to travel, you've got to travel. So if you're going to travel, look at a little bit of an upgrade in your experience. Look for something that's not just on the beaten path, and treat yourself to a different experience. You might spend more money, you might not, and you might be surprised at what the difference is. It's not as much as you might think. But it's worth
to
make your life extraordinary, it takes just a little bit of work, not a lot. And you can have these wonderful experiences that just enhance the quality of your time on the planet. It's a gift in many, many ways.
And it's something that, especially in this day and age right now, especially, that it's a good idea to...
It's smart to treat yourself every now and again like you'd want to be treated.
Yeah. I love that, babe. Thank you.
Yeah. So...
And thanks for whisking me away.
You needed a good whisking.
I know, yeah. Yeah, and you're such a good driver.
Well, we made it back alive. That's how you know.
It's good. There was a lot of traffic going up there and coming back. So thank you.
True too. Yeah.
Super
Anything
fun.
else you want them to know?
If they like what they see and hear, that they can subscribe and follow, share with their friends and family. Be like Dolores and comment and like the episode. She's so good. Dolores. Yes. Yeah. And then we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.